Hello, good afternoon and welcome. We're here at the DCBL Stadium this afternoon for Widnes Vikings taking on Featherstone Rovers. It's a really attractive fixture in the Betfred Championship. You have the top of the table Featherstone Rovers, 11 matches unbeaten, up against the Widnes Vikings side that has been showing promise over the last 6 weeks after somewhat of a dodgy start. I tell you what, I think that we're in for a real good encounter this afternoon, particularly when you look at the two lineups that we've got in front of us. Starting first of all with the Vikings, it's Jack Owens at fullback, Jaden Hatton, Steve Tyra, Lloyd Roby and Dion Cross amongst the back line. In at half-back, in for his 150th Vikings appearance, he's Danny Craven, recently celebrating a new contract too. Joe Lyons is his partner, and in the front row, Shane Grady plays at prop forward. I remember him coming through as a fleet of foot centre. Alongside him, Lewis Hume and Kenny Baker in the front row, and in the back row it's Josh Wilde, Adam Lawton and Matty Smith. The interchange bench, well, a mixture of experience and youth right here. It starts with Matt Cook, the former London Broncos, Bradford Bulls and more lately Castleford forward, and alongside him is Will Teleke, Danny Hill and Ollie Brooks for coach Simon Finnegan. And then the Rovers, they line up with Will Dagger at fullback. His loan stint has just been extended from Hull Kingston Rovers. Really looking forward to seeing how he goes. Then there's the free scoring Gareth Gale, 19 tries to his name. Josh Hardcastle alongside him. Josh Davis, a bit of a positional change for him. More often not seen as a front or back row forward, playing out in the centres this afternoon. Harvey Spence comes in place of Craig Hall. It's Famanu Brown and Dane Chisholm at halfback, with Craig Kopchak, Connor Jones, James Harrison in the front row, Brett Ferris, Junior Moores and Louis McConnell amongst the back row. The interchange bench is an interesting one. Jake Sweeting comes in for just his second appearance of the season. Luke Cooper carries on this 10-game spell as a substitute alongside Callum Field, and Jimmy Beckett, who's had an interesting start to his rugby league career with various loan spells elsewhere, but he gets a chance this afternoon for Featherstone Rovers and their boss, James Webster. So let's cross over and see what was said in pre-match to our interviewer, Martin Knight.
Simon, you've had some solid performances in the past 2 months, and in the last 7 games won 4 and lost 3, but 2 of those defeats have only been by 2 points against London and Halifax. You've clearly been frustrated by those games, as in your social media interviews, but what can you and the team do to take the next step so that your stats read played 7-1-7?
It's a long question, a difficult one, but yeah, I mean, certain games that have been close that we've lost, that I think the reasons they've become close games, you know, that's what we've got to be better at. We didn't manage the game particularly well against Halifax last weekend, where, you know, it was 16-6 and I thought we took our foot off the gas in certain aspects of the game that then created a tight game in the end. So there's things that we know internally that we need to fix and to be better and then come out the right side, like you say, these close games.
It's a huge game today against the league leaders. You did lose to Featherstone by just 8 points beginning of June at their place. Where do you see your opportunities will be to get the win today?
We've just got to be good. I mean, they've won every game, they haven't lost obviously, and they're on a good form at the moment since we last played them. You know, we didn't start the game very well against them last time. We put ourselves under pressure, but we showed once we complete and get ourselves in the game, we can score points. So we're going to have to be good though. You know, they're an incredible team at the moment. They're playing really well. So if we're good, we'll have a chance, but we're going to have to be good, obviously.
James, it's 11 games played and 11 victories so far this season. Could it have gone any better in 2021?
Yeah, we're happy where we are. Championships are really tough and rigorous competition, and so far we've done okay. We understand we come here against a side that's up there as one of the form sides in the competition, so it's going to be a tough game for us.
Widnes, as you say, as your opponents today, fluctuated a bit though in their consistency, and you've played them already a month ago. You came out on top 24-16, but this could be a tough game. So where do you see it really being won and lost today?
I was really impressed with their back five last time we played them. You know, they got forward, and you could say we were a bit lucky in that game after we started well, and we just couldn't get rid of Widnes, to tell you the truth. Obviously Lawton as a back row is scoring tries for fun. You look at the experience of the side, they've got Cook, Craven, Matty Smith, Tyra, Owens at the back. You know, they've got as much experience from Super League than any club in this competition, so it's going to be tough today.
One last question. Featherstone are going to be at Wembley next week in the 1895 Cup final. With all the media concentration on that venue this week and specifically today's Euro final, has it been difficult to get players focused on today and not looking forward to next week's trip to the iconic venue?
Look, it's an exciting week next week. We spoke about it a long time ago when we got there. That we'll worry about that next week. We picked our strongest team today available. We've got 12 people unavailable today, which has made it really difficult for us. But in saying that, I've got some confidence in some of the young kids that are going to play today. We haven't rested anyone for this game. The league's been our priority, so we've put our strongest team available out today.
Thank you very much. Good luck for today.
Thanks, mate.
Match in prospect here. I tell you what, I'm really looking forward to it. And as was mentioned, the last time these two sides met was in that 1895 Cup semi-final. 24 points to 18 on the day to Featherstone Rovers. Interestingly enough, though, they only scored 2 points in the second half, and that's something that has been troubling Rovers over recent weeks. So we're just seconds away from the teams coming out. And here come Featherstone Rovers, first of all, in the change strip. Very much Cronulla Shark-esque, this away strip for Featherstone Rovers, it must be said. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how both these sides go. As we mentioned, a couple of changes for Featherstone in particular. John Davis in at centre, Harvey Spence coming in on the wing. That's replacing Craig Hall, who has been free scoring, as he usually is, to be honest, when he plays at championship level. And they will certainly miss that sort of firepower. But with Gareth Gale out on the other side, I think that's going to be an interesting prospect. So definitely look for the ball being shipped out towards that side and kicked towards Gareth Gale as well, because he's 6'7", so he's a handy player to have. These are nervous few seconds just before a game. Obviously, Featherstone Rovers, they do have a big encounter next week in the 1895 Cup final against York City Knights, but that's got to be taken out of the mind for this one. I know it's easier said than done, that said. Craig Kopchak just giving a couple of extra last-minute instructions. We will, of course, be pausing for the customary now 13 seconds. And here come the Widnes Vikings. Certainly some movement on the dugout area. And yes, here they are, led by skipper Jack Owens, who's now one of the most experienced players at championship level. Recently entered the top 10 point scorers in Widnes history as well, following up the Steve Tyra, another big points getter amongst the championship. And the man right in front of your screens there, just walking past there, that's none other than Lewis Hume. He's continuing the family dynasty. And here come our match officials as well, led out by our referee Aaron Moore. Touch judges Kirtley Etchells and Ellis McCarthy make up the on-field team this afternoon. And we'll just pause for the 13 seconds customary tackle it. Nice atmosphere building here inside the stadium as well. So we're just seconds away from the start of this game. There's your match official, Aaron Moore. Interestingly enough, his background, he's actually got a rugby league playing background. He started for North Wales and Salford in the academy, and has since switched to being a match official. Been very good recently, and was rewarded with a Super League encounter. So it's going to be Danny Craven to get us kicked off right from centre field. I can feel the excitement building, and yes, that's my name, Dave Parkinson, taking you through the action this afternoon. Really looking forward to this one on our league. Hope you're going to enjoy it too, as it's kicked off deep, and he's caught by Chisholm, who spins on his axis and finds Harrison. Harrison runs it in for the first contact. 15 metres gained from there. Well controlled on the deck though, and they'll come out from this area, will Featherstone Rovers, 22 metres away from their own line. Lots of early contact there. Lawton in particular putting his weight to the challenge. Now Kopchak, vast experience for him, former Welsh international, last capped in 2017. He'll play it just on that 30 metre line. It comes into the middle of the field. Good first up defence from Grady in particular. And committing plenty of players to the challenge on McConnell. It comes out to the right hand side. Chisholm will kick long. Caught on the full by Jaden Hatton. Patton launches the counter-attack, goes right back into centre field. He's wrapped up by 3, and that's great first contact work there. Inside the first minute of this one, 0-0. Hope you're enjoying the coverage so far. I think we've got a cracker coming into force here as the tackle comes in to ground Tyra. Tyra's in centre field, plays it to Hume. He shuffles it off to the right-hand side. It goes through the arms there of Owen onto Dion Cross. 5 years ago, he was playing for the Battle of Lancashire side. Look at him now. Top-end championship player as Grady takes the next carry, gets beyond the halfway line. Early control in defence, however, and it's shipped out down the right-hand side. And there's Lawton. 11 tries for him this season. We're sure to see him figuring very highly in some of these attacking movements from the Widnes Vikings. The kick comes in on the last. It's hoisted into the air, taken on the full way by Will Dagger. Dagger launches the counter-attack. He's through 1, he's through 2, he's up to the 30. He's wrestled down to the deck. Good work in the end there from Kenny Baker in particular, but Featherstone Rovers on the front foot. Gale with his first touch of possession. Over the 40-metre line he goes. Plays it to Connor Jones, who shuffles it off down the left-hand side to Brett Ferris. Vastly experienced forward Brett Ferris, in for just his 6th appearance of the season this afternoon. Now Chisholm back over his shoulder. Harrison straightens up, in for just his 7th game this season, up to the 40-metre line, 4th tackle reached. Kopjak plays it out. Oh, there goes Chisholm. Chisholm through 2, puts it back on the inside. Real chance here for Featherstone Rovers. McConnell for the line. Oh, they've somehow managed to deny it. Not quite sure how that's happened. Great defence from Widnes. It's spread out to the left-hand side. Kick comes in from Chisholm. A real difficult one to contend with. Spence tried to keep it in the field of play. It goes dead. And they can relax for just a second, can Widnes Vikings, but Featherstone Rovers showing just why you can't take your eyes off them for a second. What a run that was from Chisholm to set up that final play. And a real opportunity for McConnell. So that's the warning signs fired across the Widnes bows. Widnes in possession. Tyra dumps it back. It's a scruffy one. Taken by Baker. He has to retreat inside his own 20. Straightens up. Takes on Harrison. Takes on Davis. Only goes one way, and that's down on the floor. Now they'll set the play up once again. Owens taking the carry. Has played a couple of games at loose forward this season for Widnes Vikings as well when they have needed. Amongst the back line. Widnes come forward and get beyond the 40-metre line now. Wild to play it. Now Hume. On to Matty Smith. One of the best kickers in rugby league is Matty Smith at the moment. Dagger picks that up without too much trouble. Swaps passes there. Harvey Spence, ex-Leeds player, plays it outside his 20. Dagger shuffles it to his left-hand side. Big challenge coming in once more from Lawton. He's left on the deck though, and Featherstone Rovers will play, and they'll play quickly off the back of it. Look at that, they've made 15 metres on that particular carry. Midway between the 40 and halfway. They'll crash it forward through Harrison. That's a great run from Harrison. Made his name at Batley a couple of years ago, being linked with Super League. And now they'll go down the left-hand side. What a beautiful pass that was from Chisholm. He's come out with his box of tricks this afternoon as Dane Chisholm. Last tackle signalled. It's spun across to the right-hand side. Still it moves to Moores. Moores misses a man out, goes to Gale. Gale, Grubber kicks it forward. Tell you what, Tyra's got to play it. He's fumbled behind his own line and just dumps the ball dead. It's going to be a dropout. That was great play on the last tackle. I love to see when teams don't just resort to the kick. And you saw there from Junior Moores, he span it out wide. Kick came in. And I tell you what, Tyra had no other option than to get wrapped up there by Hardcastle. Be a good clash between them two this afternoon, Hardcastle and Tyra, both of similar sort of size. Meanwhile, Craven just communicating with his side, preparing for the dropout. Widnes under a little bit of pressure. What can Featherstone make of this? It's a long dropout, clears the halfway line, great dropout. Picked up by Harrison on his own 40-metre line. He'll power it back in. What a run that is. Took 3 out of the equation there, forced them backwards inside the 40-metre line in centre field. It's played to Jones. He pops it up for Gale. See what I was saying regarding Gale, he's so awkward to tackle, such a big man. Inside the 30-metre line he goes, and it's all around the middle with Kopjak. He puts it wide, Chisholm further wide. Good movement, out to Davis. Runs straight into the chest of Lawton. Lyons also involved in that one. Ball turned back inside for Featherstone. Harrison setting the platform again. Takes that on the third tackle. Fourth tackle reach, 10 metres out. Chisholm through hands to Brown. There's Moores. Well held there by Tyra. Ali Shortlow. Here comes Hardcastle. Hardcastle twisting, spinning. Just about held up. Some great defence there. Last ditch work supreme. And Widnes Vikings will have the turnover. Well, look at this from Hardcastle. Widnes doing extremely well to keep him high up. Meant that he could get nowhere near grounding it. But I tell you what, it's a long way up when you look upfield and you see all these hungry Featherstone players in front of you. They've only conceded 216 points all season. There's Cross, all wrapped up outside his own 20. Hume takes a dart forward. Has been plying his trade recently with Halton Farmouth Hornets. Plays it. And Lions, one pass to the right-hand side. They're not going anywhere quickly here, our Widnes. Some good defence there from Kopjak. Now Smith. Oh, that was nice. That was nice play from Widnes, but it didn't outfox the defence. Moores came up with the stop. Last tackle signalled here. 7 and a bit minutes gone. Hope you're enjoying the coverage so far. 0-0. Top of the table, Featherstone Rovers. Tricky away tie at Widnes. It's a ground they've not won on since 2011. As Spence is all wrapped up. More renowned as a half-back is Spence, but doing a job for his side on the wing this afternoon as Gale takes another carry forward. Look at that secondary effort. Still going. Eventually stopped thanks to Smith lifting the leg. And New Brown pops it up. Solid run forward there from Hardcastle. Hardcastle just pushed out. Yeah, it's been reset. And there goes Davis. Could have done without giving away that reset, could Widnes Vikings. Tricky work from Jones. Played in Super League last season with Salford. 8 minutes of the game gone. Harrison sets it up with another drive. Straight through the middle. Up towards that 20-metre line. Controlled by 3 in defence there. Smith the last one off. And all of a sudden it's out amongst Moores and Dagger trying to step and get past Tyra. Tyra's vastly experienced. He's dancing with him virtually there. Eventually grounded. 5 metres out from that line. Gale in at dummy half. Long ball from him into the middle. Brown takes over. Drops it back over his shoulder. Kopjak with a settler.
Kenny up now.
Up to the last tackle. Baker last one off the tackle. Oh, lovely dummy. Oh, I tell you what, he's virtually got over. He's just a bit short though. Is New Brown, but a real opportunity there. He just saw the dangerous effects of his footwork. He's got a devilish step on him. And the defence just about manned up, so still 0-0. But I tell you what, there's an awful lot of action being down on this Widnes Vikings line at the moment. Can they keep up and hold out the pressure that's being applied to them? Hatton plays it quickly. Here comes Owens. Referee calling out, saying there's a couple of players not square. They did well to stay out of the action as the Vikings get up to the 30-metre line. There's Tyra. Tyra plays it. Hume shuffles it to his right-hand side. Cross once more. Plays it just inside his own 40. Hume all wrapped up at dummy half. Still 0-0. 10 minutes of the game gone. Long kick comes in from Craven. There's a good 40 or 50 metres on that one. Gale took it. Rounds his own fullback. Now straightens up. Gets some good purchase. Pops the ball out as well for Spence. Spence cuts his way forward to the 40. Some inventive play on the first tackle there for Featherstone Rovers. And the play the ball comes in. Dagger lines it up. Hardcastle with the drive. Heavily involved so far. Baker's been involved in defence as well. And he's drawn in to tackle that one. And on the second tackle, the ball with Harrison. Another good run from Harrison. Proving really difficult to contain at the moment. Inside the 30 go Featherstone Rovers. Played out to the left-hand side. Chisholm through hands. And then Ferris just decides to take the hit. 3 players moved in. Managed to stop the former England international as it comes infield to Chisholm. He lines it up for Kopjak. Lovely handoff there. Handing it on to McConnell. McConnell 5 metres from the line. He'll play it to Jones. Jones dummies, then sends it right. Harrison gets it back. Referee wasn't too happy with that one. It went forward. So it's going to be a handover in play. 11 minutes of the game gone, but again a chance goes begging for Featherstone Rovers. They just got themselves a little bit mixed up there for Harrison. Could do with getting those last tackle options a little bit more sure, could Featherstone Rovers. Spending a lot of time at this area of the field. Play the ball comes in. Widnes Vikings in possession, just 10 metres away from their own line. Good tackle on Cross. Cross up to the 20, in centre field. Owens looks to his left. A lot of early carries in from the back line.
Move, Craig! Hold it!
They're not being able to get forward particularly well on this occasion, though. Better running, though. Rolled over on his back. Hatton to stand and play it, and it's been a set restart as well, so it's passed down the right-hand side. Smith onto Baker, but Baker wasn't going anywhere, the former Rosebridge amateur. Smith lines it up. Oh, and then the ball goes loose. Picked up here by Chisholm. As we've mentioned, a real jack-in-a-box sort of player. 12 minutes of the game gone. Another chance here coming on, but there's a face-up in back play. Well, if I say back play, it's in front of the guys, to be honest, as he was trying to play it. But Ferris really got in at Lawton then, dislodged the ball, and the two of them continued the conversation afterwards.
Kenny Tater. Kenny Tater. Tater, Adam. I want you tighter.
Tell you what, he's huge, isn't he, Adam Lawton, when you look at him.
Let's go.
Infield it's moved. Featherstone Rovers make some good meters, get just beyond the halfway line.
Hold. Go one.
Dagger, long ball right to Brown, throws a dummy, surges on. Oh, showed a bit of class there, did Brown, to get up to the 40-metre line. Now Hardcastle, straightforward drive from dummy half.
Get square.
Gets to the edge of the 30. Another set restart goes in favour of Featherstone Rovers.
One.
McConnell for the Houston International rolled on his back. He'll stand and play it. Kopjak takes over, plays it out, and it's with the hands of Moores. Moores, lovely ball, but it's been spilled. A little bit too clever for Hardcastle was that offload. But just, again, every time Junior Moores gets it, he's able to draw 2 or 3 men in, and he's popped a couple of passes out, which are really starting to trouble the Widnes Vikings defence. It's holding firm at the moment, though, and that's got to be pleasing. Finnegan, the boss, started his Widnes Odyssey at the start of the season. So the Vikings back in possession once more, inside their own 20-metre line, building from deep. Cross to play it. And it's run forward out of dummy half there. Some solid defensive work being done by Brett Ferris. Now Grady over the 40-metre line. Getting through these tackles at a huge rate of knots at Widnes Vikings. Lyons dropped it back over his shoulder to Lawton. Oh, and Lawton seems to have spilled it there, and it's been picked up as well by our match official. Eagle-eyed there from Aaron Moore. And you see it just bobbled in front of Lawton there. And Featherstone Rovers taking possession. Just the Widnes side of the halfway line.
One step, Danny.
It's another big opportunity this for Rovers. Hardcastle with the first carry. Good secondary contact as well, coming in. Oh, he's crawling forward on hands and knees. Jones lines it up for Kopjak, who plays it off to Chisholm. Chisholm keeps it moving down that side to Ferris. Good defence from Lyons in particular. Midriff challenge. Roby coming in too with the tackle. Davis in field. Plays it off now. Still trying to come forward through McConnell. 15 metres from the try line it's played. Jones gives it Chisholm. Delays his pass there. Davis goes towards the try line. He's held up 2 metres short. Is the space elsewhere? It's another test of the defence. There is the gap, and there is the try. New Brown being able to cut through. What a lovely piece of play that was. Excellent work from the attack. And Famunu Brown crosses for the first try of the game, going right beneath the sticks. Oh, it just opened like the Red Sea there. All set up by this run from Davis. Took it right back into the heart of the defence. Took 4 players out of the defensive line. You could see them all crowded around the dummy half area. And Harrison, that was a great ball from him. New Brown doing the rest. Crossing for his 9th try of the season. And that's the opener. It comes after 16 minutes. It's 4 points to 0 in favour of Featherstone Rovers with the kick to come. And it's going to be Dane Chisholm who will take the goal kicking responsibility. Mentioned before, Featherstone Rovers missing the point scoring prowess this afternoon of Craig Hall. He's kicked 49 goals this season for Featherstone Rovers, but to be fair, tell you what, Dane Chisholm isn't a bad replacement. 21 goals already this year for him too. Directly in front of the post. Good start and deserved start as well from Featherstone Rovers. Dominating the territory. Now can Chisholm add the extras.
Time off. Time back up.
Takes his time. There was never a doubt. Flags are raised. Widnes Vikings 0, Featherstone Rovers 6 as Dane Chisholm jogs back into position. And let's just take another look at this one. So Jones at dummy half here, switches it down this left-hand side. Chisholm off to Davis. Look at the black and grey shirts in the frame here. Good 4 or 5 players all wrapped up in that one play. There was some complaints there.
Stay on, fellas. Stay on.
But it was decided that the Featherstone players didn't interrupt with any of the play. And New Brown crosses beneath the sticks. 6 points to 0. And we get underway once again. Oh, that's a tricky restart. It's too tricky for Featherstone to deal with. Bounce is dead. It means we're going to get a drop out from underneath the posts.
Clock on.
Really good bit of play that from Craven. Got plenty behind it. They just got mixed up there, did Featherstone.
Stay behind, fellas.
Danga had a player tip but couldn't get there. Harrison was nowhere near either. And it'll result with a drop out from under the posts. Instant chance here for Widnes Vikings to launch a counter-attack. Taken by Craven. He launches Grady into contact. Good run from Grady. Pushes 3 players back.
Hold now.
This ball to be played 30 metres out from the try line. 18 minutes of the game gone. Owens got rid of it quickly. Onto Baker.
Surrender.
Well controlled from Ferris.
Stand 2. Goal 2.
Hume to his left-hand side. Once again, it's another drive from Grady to the middle. And to that 20-metre line. Hume to the right-hand side. Smith through hands. Lyons kept it moving. Oh, no, he didn't. He dummied. Tell you what, that was such a good dummy. Even I bought it.
Go for
19 minutes of the game gone. Here comes Smith. Drops it back over his shoulder to Grady.
5.
Grady 5 metres out from the line.
5.
Last tackle, what have Widnes Vikings got on this play? Tell you what, it goes out to Lawton. And he's knocked it on the last play. Some really good effort coming in there defensively from Ferris and Davis. What a hit that was. And it's no further tries for Lawton on this occasion. But it's a good position that Widnes Vikings can attack with the defence. What have Rovers got coming out from their own end? Well, the first drive is taken in by Hardcastle.
Go 1.
Dagger controlling dummy half. Pops it up there for the run.
Still 1, 2. Move, get square.
20 minutes of the game gone. 6 points to 0 in favour of Featherstone Rovers. John Davis with the carry.
3.
What a tremendous performer he's been over the last few years for Featherstone Rovers. Game 124 for Rovers this afternoon as the kick comes in. And it bounces, bobbles, trickles and gets over the touchline. It's short of the 20-metre line. But a real good attempt there at a 40-20 from Chisholm. And you could see there from that replay, just bouncing the wrong side. The wrong side of the line if you're a Featherstone Rovers persuasion, of course. 6 points to 0 in favour of Rovers. That early try from New Brown coming about 5 minutes ago now. Vikings at the wrong end of the ground. Jaden Hatton makes the metres.
Move, Craig. Hold it, James.
He's in centre field. First tackle gone. Hume will pass it right. Big charge comes in from Tyra.
2.
Controlled to the deck in a 2-man challenge. Well, there's a player out of the defensive line. Has anybody spotted it? Well, they can't make the advantage count. Cross with a brave run, however. Hume sets it up. Now it's passed amongst the back line. Comes out to Wild. Gale cuts in off his wing to make that stop.
Hold. Go for.
Owens off the deck.
Okay.
Some intricate play from Widnes Vikings.
5.
Not able to make that much of an impact on this particular set of 6 though. Last tackle signal. Ball spiralled in the air.
Give 10.
Oh, he's done well to take that as dagger.
Okay.
Spun round, found the supporting Gale. Launches the counter attack. Great yards from Gale. Makes 15 of them.
Move. Hold.
He'll play it in centre field to Brown. Brown to his left-hand side. Hardcastle doing a lot of this sort of work out from his own half.
Go 2.
Dagger moves into dummy half. Davis, great run from him. Gets rid of a couple of defenders. Gets the offload going as well. There's Dagger in support over the halfway line. Featherstone coming forward with a bit of menace. Harrison again. Made a real good impact in these first 22 minutes. Jones comes to the left. Good movement once again from Featherstone. Davis just stops himself, comes back in field. Chisholm takes over. Harrison plays it across to Moores. Footwork and handoff from Moores. Footwork and handoff. He's still doing Junior Moores. He's 2 metres out from the line. Last tackle signalled here. Jones dabs it forward. It's played off feet. It's knocked on the floor there. It was a little bit too hot, but look at this run from Davis. Have to admit, he's one of the players that I really admire every time I get to see Championship Rugby League. He's John Davis. He's been doing that for the last 10 years. And you saw at the other side of the ruck, on the right-hand side of the field, Moores rumbling his way forward. And yeah, it was just a little fumble. They all count though. So Featherstone Rovers in the centre of the field looking to build play. McConnell, 5 metres from that line. Good line up to the left-hand side here for Featherstone Rovers. That's where the ball goes. It continues to go left. Oh, and little ball comes in field, but it's intercepted by Lawton. The chance goes a-begging.
6 again, too slow, Brett Ferris.
Another set restart coming out in favour of Widnes Vikings. Cross over the 10-metre line. Vikings still sticking in this one. They've won a further penalty. Offside is the call. A little bit too keen and eager there. But you just saw the opportunity there. If that pass had gone to hand, I tell you what, Dagger had chances. But as it is, it's still 6 points to 0. Vikings well in this game. Showing plenty of character to defend their own line too. And now kicking their way out of danger to the halfway line. Hope you're enjoying this coverage as much as I'm enjoying this game. What a tremendous encounter as Grady takes the contact.
Hold.
Buys his side 8 metres through the middle. Hume to his right-hand side. There's Matt Cook. First use of possession for him. Smith plays it out the back. Craven well caught. Played 24 games for Featherstone Rovers, did Craven earlier on in his career. Now it's played out to the left-hand side. Owens, dummies, cuts back to the middle, offloads. Smith keeps it moving. Lyons takes over. He's drifting across to the right. He's kicked it forward. Oh, the bounce just evaded one. But Roby did well to take that in. Just short of the try line here. Our Widnes Vikings asking all the questions. Smith lays it off to Cook. Cooked just beyond the 10. Well controlled there, last tackle signalled. This ball comes out to the left-hand side. Oh, lovely ball from Owens. Real chance at the corner. But what a tackle that was on Jaden Hatton. I like the inventive stuff from Widnes Vikings, however, really putting the ball and testing out and dragging this Featherstone Rovers defence across. Lovely ball from Owens, that. And there's Gareth Gale. That's not only good at scoring tries, good at preventing them too. 25 minutes of the game gone. Still just the new Brown try converted by Dane Chisholm, separating these sides. And Rovers 15 metres from their own line. That's a solid surge forward. Some good after meters as well, but he's knocked on as the player on the floor.
Lost it in collision. Where do you want it? He's lost that in collision.
And he was wrestling here.
On the floor.
Yeah, and you can just see he's just fumbled it there.
The ball, but he just loses it. It's right there.
So real chance here for Widnes Vikings. Have they weathered the early storm? Can they get some points on the board?
One.
That delayed pass for Wild wasn't quite what he was expecting.
Go one.
But they're 25 metres away from that line. Craven back over his shoulder. Grady pops it up for Owens. Owens keeps the ball moving. Wild.
Two. Move.
Almost crawling his way forward there inside the 20. Hume in field. Looks for Craven. Cook gets the offload for Hume. Smith looks for space out wide. There's Lawton between defenders. Oh, and unfortunate for Lawton. The pass was just too high. Real chance there for Widnes Vikings. Lovely use of the possession. Lawton basketball pass, and he knew as soon as it left his hand, it was going out into touch. So, Rovers survive. Almost 27 minutes of the game gone. 6 points to 0 in favour of the visitors.
One. Move Adam. Hold here. Hold.
Tell you what though, they're finding it tougher coming forward later on in the half. Especially with defence like that from Grady.
Two. Move.
2 other players in for company.
Go two.
Lawton trying to wrap him up top.
Move Adam.
Featherstone continuing to come forward. Quick play the ball. Launches Davis once more. Always proves a tricky player to try and tackle.
Release four.
Relies his size, does Davis. Big run through that middle.
Five. Move. Go five.
Callum Field it is on for Featherstone Rovers. High kick comes in.
Outside.
Swirling kick. Pretty difficult that one for Dion Cross, but he took it well. Beckett's on too as well.
Hold now, James.
Field and Beckett getting themselves involved in defence there. Widnes trying to find a little bit of space on the outside. Oh, Tyra, has he lost it? No, it's a penalty. 2 in the tackle.
It's over here, mate. It's over here. Stolen.
And yeah, it was. Helped on his way there by Hardcastle. 6 points to 0 in favour of the visitors so far.
Ready, Danny?
Widnes inside their own 20, they'll kick to touch and kick it to this near side touchline where you can see, finds a good touch as well. Up beyond the 40-metre line. Tyra will tap. Craven moves it through hands. Cook rumbles his way forward beyond halfway. He's got a bit of a second effort going too, buys himself another couple of metres. Hume turns it to the left, but there's been a little knock-on spotted there by our match official. And they look rueful to those Widnes players. Yeah, it was just a little fumble there as well. Almost 29 minutes of the game gone. 6 points to 0 in favour of Featherstone Rovers. Just the one try so far from New Brown coming in the 15th minute. Converted by Dane Chisholm, but Rovers looking the more likely. Getting over halfway with that run from former Wigan player Callum Field. Jones moves it to Beckett. Good run from Beckett. Really well appreciated at Oldham and Keighley, where he's had 2 of his 3 long spells. Brown back over his shoulder. Junior Moores twisting, turning, setting the position perfectly to get inside that 20-metre mark again. About 15 metres in from touch. It's played to Jones. He switches it to the middle. The ball continues to go left. Through the middle it comes from Harrison. Head high shot comes in. It's going to be another penalty here for Featherstone Rovers. Tell you what, he's having a great game so far. It's James Harrison. And they've decided to go for a penalty goal here.
Make contact with the head though, Jack.
That's certainly paying respect to your opposition. And to be fair, Featherstone they've not been able to find a way through other than that one play. So Chisholm will have the second attempt on goal. So this for goal number 23 of his season.
Keep working.
It looks a formality, this one.
All right.
So this just to nudge Rovers. More than a converted try ahead. The flags are raised, again no doubt. 8 points to 0 in favour of Featherstone Rovers.
Keep working in this middle, mate. James, 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 keep working in this middle with me, mate. All right, keep working.
No more than they deserve. Although, to be fair, Widnes Vikings have put a great effort up so far in defence.
Right, mate. Stay on, fellas. Stay on.
Played the bulk of the half, sat inside their own 40-metre line.
Are you ready, Danny?
Craven once again with the restart.
Time back on.
Dropout was one last time. This time it doesn't go as long. Chisholm just pops it back for Harrison. Good tackle there. Great initial contact from Grady.
Hold it. Go on.
And they've stopped Featherstone inside their own 20-metre line. Here comes Gale though.
Held.
I like the way he gets his legs moving after the contact. Jones to his left-hand side. It's rumbled forward again from Ferris.
Third. Move.
Nice little
Hold
battle
it.
developing
Move it
between
quicker.
Ferris and Lawton.
Go third.
40 metres from their own line, Featherstone. Here's Field.
4.
Up to the halfway line. Heel plate to Jones. Straightforward set to 6, this one coming out of danger. New Brown trying to open play up now. Stepping back in field. Dagger follows up. Gets the offload going here for Beckett.
5. Shay, straight out.
He must have been so tempted to throw the
Go
offload
5.
there, but it's the last tackle out on the left-hand side with Chisholm. Chisholm goes to the air. It's a hanging kick.
Play on.
Taken well by Owens, despite the hooves that were chasing him.
Stand. 1.
Owens plays it 5 metres from his own line. Now cross.
Move.
Devilish handoff from him, but he's up to the 10-metre line. Roby.
Third. Move, break, lads here.
Solid work from Roby.
Yes, sir. Go third. Incorrect play.
Oh, another mistake here from the Widnes Vikings.
Okay,
They just seem to invite the trouble coming their way.
Thanks, mate.
And yeah, it was a scruffy play, the ball, wasn't it?
7 or 8 minutes.
Tyra getting frustrated at his own player. 7 minutes from the break. 8 points to 0 in favour of Featherstone Rovers.
Ready?
Ferris plays it, 15 in from touch. And Field takes the settler.
1. Move here, Matty.
15 metres out from the line. Second tackle coming up.
Okay.
Here's Cooper. First carry from him.
Move, line. 6 again, and on ball, Lewis Hughes.
Another set restart coming up. They won't need them. Tell you what, that's super play out of dummy half. Jones picking up, and the defence just melted away there. Super play, quick as you like from Connor Jones, and that's why he was so highly rated and earned him a move to Salford. Look at this from Cooper. Great run.
Okay, mate.
Contact ended up going low from Grady. Hume was all over the top. There was only one man active, half a dummy. Took Cook out of the equation, and Jones' evasion skills did the rest to get him over at the side of the post to make it 12 points to 0 in favour of Featherstone Rovers. And Dane Chisholm will be a happy man as well. All of his kicks so far have been in and around that goal area.
Just keep working with me, okay? Mate, I'll be honest, it was tight, but it looked like it was just short.
So Chisholm, once upon a time a French international, won 3 caps for France. Enjoyed spells, particularly with Bradford and this latest one at Featherstone.
Keep working, fellas.
He's got his 3rd shot on goal. And it's another 2 points that are hoisted. So it's Widnes Vikings 0, Featherstone Rovers 14, 5 minutes into the break. And let's just have another look at this. You can see Jones all the time. He knows where he wants to run with this one. Knew that they were a little bit short. Interested Cook just enough, but there was no other defender near him. Some real alert play out of dummy half there from Connor Jones.
Time off. Stay on, lads. Stay on. You ready, Danny?
So a 6th try of the season for Connor Jones. Converted makes it 14 points to 0, and Rovers come right back into the attack. Luke Cooper being forced backwards, however. That's better defence.
Release! 1.
Tilecki lending his weight to that challenge.
It's okay.
Smith and Cook also involved. Good work
2.
after contact again from Gareth Gale in the centre field.
Go 2.
And Davis takes over with a tough drive. Look at that. That's 15 metres gained on that carry.
Hold.
Rovers getting themselves away from a dangerous area. Cooper with his 2nd carry. In for game 118 for Featherstone this afternoon.
Go 4.
He'll play this to Jones. Chisholm pops it up there for Field.
5. Last.
Beyond the 40 they go.
Go 5.
Inside the Widnes half of the field. It's ball back
Luke, give 10.
with
Give
Dagger
10
on the last.
James
He
Beckett,
launches
give
this
10.
one high. That was a dangerous kick.
Okay,
Well
now,
taken in the
okay.
end from Jaden Hatton, who goes right back into contact, and he's barreled back by the force of that challenge from New Brown.
Go 1. Okay.
Craven pops it up there for Tyra.
2. Left side here. Hold.
Bit of an immovable object with Moores in front of him there.
Well done, Brett.
Owens tries to spark his attack.
3rd.
Well held, however. Some
Hold.
excellent defence. Tell you, that's one aspect that James Webster will be particularly happy with at half-time.
4. Move. No, play it.
Still
Go
inside their own
4.
40-metre
No.
line here. Widnes Vikings. Lions
Surrender.
does well. Shuffles out to the
Stand
right.
5.
Still inside their own half, though,
Go
are the
5.
Vikings. On the last tackle, Craven will
Okay.
kick. He'll keep his kick low. Dagger will come for it inside his own 20. Spins round. There's Gale. And again, look at those metres after contact. Super work from Gareth Gale.
Release, Joey. Go 1.
It's like little and large with Hume hanging off him, trying to tackle him.
Held. Release 2. Matty, find me.
Already Rovers going towards halfway and crossing it with a plum.
3rd. Move, Kenny.
Beckett's won that
Go
ruck.
3rd.
Here comes Jones. Jones, good attack. And New Brown follows up. They're up to the 20. It's building again for Featherstone. You get the feeling. Good line up out to the left-hand side. There's only 5 defenders out there. 7 attackers. Can they find the numbers? Well, Ferris, he finds the challenge. 10 metres out from the line. That's where the movement stops. Last tackle signalled here. Chisholm puts the kick in, chips it over the top. Well taken. Craven under a bit of pressure. Did ever so well, but it's familiar territory this for Widnes Vikings. 5 metres away from their own line, being put under pressure by this hungry Featherstone Rovers defence. Ooh, that challenge looked a little too keen, rode a little high as well from Ferris, who just shakes his head. Yeah, high tackle that one.
I've got about 2 or 3 minutes.
Roby goes back to his position. Craven mixes his run up off. Now he gets the kick away.
Just caught him out there, mate.
Vikings up to halfway. Can they make anything on this?
Kick it off, Will. Clearing it.
Just for a second, we have 2 balls on the field, and then we'll get back underway again.
1. Move, Callum. Hold. Hold, Lukey. Good.
There's
Go
Tilecki.
1 minute.
Cook runs through the middle, up to the 40-metre line, controlled by Cooper.
Go 2.
Smith to his right-hand side. They'll carry on going down that way. Here's Lawton.
1-on-1.
Oh, I tell you what, that's been snatched.
Move.
He must have been a pickpocket in a former life. Brett Ferris with that ball steal. Magnificent work from him. It might be a rule that's going out of the window next season, but whilst it's in, just admire him with that one. And Featherstone Rovers coming forward now. Hardcastle wins another penalty.
Caught him eye there. Caught him eye, Josh. Doesn't matter if he's ducking, it's caught him high. Oh, well, he's got to be behind, got to be behind.
Yeah, you could see he was reaching out there and the hit was above the ball.
Same for down there, it's high.
So Featherstone Rovers dump that ball in touch, gain an extra 20 metres further forward. Tap taken by Hardcastle. Like what I've seen of Hardcastle so far in this game. Working hard down this right-hand side and popping up in places that you don't particularly expect.
Half time.
And that is half-time. No further action required, but 14 points to 0. Tell you what, real tight, tense tussle between these two sides, and only 2 tries and the boot of Dane Chisholm the difference. But I think Widnes Vikings can be well pleased with some of the efforts they've come up with. They've been under lots and lots of pressure this first half, but you see there, tries by Brown and Jones. All goals kicked by Chisholm have stretched this advantage out to 14 points to 0 in favour of Featherstone Rovers. So let's have a closer look at some of the action from that first half. And I love this run from Davis. Typical of him, dragging defenders out of position. Jones moved it to his inside. Great work from Harrison. New Brown going under the posts. Try number 9 of his season. And then this, lots of uncertainty again, calls from Cooper, dragging a couple of defenders in. Just look to the left-hand side there. Cook just overplaying the defence a little bit. Cooper and doing the rest there to cross over the line there to Connor Jones. So 14 points to 0 at half-time. Tell you what, they've had plenty of other chances of Featherstone Rovers. So if I'm Simon Finnegan, I'm pretty happy with the way that my Vikings side have been defending. From a Rovers point of view, I'm also pretty happy with how they're going as well. And a reminder that it's a great year for rugby league and we've got plenty to come.
Taken 10 months to get here, but Super League has reached its finale. Oh, he's hit the post. The chasers are on. The ball is disappearing. It's Wellesby. A surreal season has reached the conclusion.
Going for the corner. Well, that could be a sensational try. They could be in and they are in. Great run from Campbell. Can he get it down?
Anthony, get it! He'll score! What a chance! What a chance! He's got it! Oh, yes, he can! Teams up, backs the pace and will score! Going for the line, reaches out, ball on the line, spots the gap, they're going for it! The cup winners, the double winners, the Leeds Rhinos! That's his most sensational try! He's going over for a try! He's going to score a try! It's a try! Burrow, off he goes! A tremendous try! It is one of the great Wembley tries! It is the Challenge Cup final. And it's going to be Ash Handley. A kick to the corner. This is a chase, and that's a brilliant take. Superb for Frank Goldthorpe.
And we're off. Just popped up in the hole.
Here is an unforgettable moment for this group of Leeds players. Maybe this is a new golden generation.
taken 10 months to get here, but Super League has reached its finale. Oh, he's hit the post. The chasers are on. The ball is disappearing. It's Wellesby. A surreal season has reached the conclusion.
Going for the corner. Well, that could be a sensational try. They could be in and they are in. Great run from Campbell. Can he get it down?
And Anthony Gallagher score! On a chance! They still have a chance! He's got it! Oh, yes, he can!
Teams up, backs a pace and will score. Going for the line, reaches out, ball on the line, spots the gap, they're going for it. The cup winners, the double winners, the Leeds Rhinos.
That is one sensational try! He's going over for the try! He's going to score a try! It's a try!
Burrow, off he goes.
A tremendous try!
It is one of the great Wembley tries.
It is the Challenge Cup final.
And it's going to be Ash Handley.
A kick to the corner. This is a chase, and that's a brilliant take. Superb for Frank Goldthorpe.
And we're off. It's just popped up in the hole.
Here is an unforgettable moment for this group of Leeds players. Maybe this is a new golden generation.
Hello and welcome back to second half coverage from the DCBL Stadium here at Widnes. Tell you what, this game's still fairly evenly poised. You might think 14 points to nil is a decent advantage, but certainly with the amount of pressure that Featherstone Rovers had against Widnes in that first half, you would be expecting them to have scored maybe one or two further tries. For Widnes Vikings, well, really, they only had about 3 or 4 looks at the opposition try line, and they find themselves right still in this one. So Rovers come out onto the field. You saw Widnes getting themselves ready for the kickoff. They look fairly relaxed about it, don't they, the Featherstone Rovers? You wouldn't think they've got a date with destiny next week against the York City Knights at Wembley. All focus on this one. And I've got to say, that's how it's felt as well. It's felt like this game has meant everything to both of these sides, as it should do. Dane Chisholm, the man in the middle of your screen there, certainly a key component of that first half. 3 kicks out of 3 for him, and plenty of prompting and probing besides. So my name's Dave Parkinson. We're here for the second half of commentary on this Our League production. 14 points to nil in favour of Featherstone Rovers, who are going to kick us off. And it goes long from Rovers, straight up in the air. Taken on the full and ran back into contact from Widnes Vikings. Some good second effort going in there as well.
Hold now, hold, go on.
Jaden Hatton plays it. Oh, and I tell you what, some venomous defence initially from Cooper there on Teleki. Wild. This time not going too far forward for Widnes Vikings. They look like they've got something lined up here though, as it's spread out to the right-hand side. Little dummy coming in. Lyons hits the deck. Played quite a few matches for North Wales Crusaders, did Joe Lyons, now well established as a first-team player at Widnes.
5, straight out loose.
Cut goes over the halfway line. Last tackle reached here. Smith kicks forward out of dummy half, not the most convincing one. Well recovered by Junior Moores. Moores, of course, in for game 200 of his career this afternoon. Big congratulations to him. Well renowned for that stint that he had with the Castleford Tigers. Teleki has given away a penalty for the Widnes Vikings though. Caught offside by our referee. And it's dumped into touch down that right-hand side. So Hardcastle taps, turns it in field. Brown keeps it moving. There's Cooper. Been keen and eager for work since he entered the fray after about 25 minutes. Beckett. Difficult run from Beckett, that. Still going as well. Standing like a colossus amongst the defenders. Inside the 20 he goes. Jones, head on a swivel, puts it down the left-hand side to Chisholm. Chisholm moves it onto Ferris. He's dragged 3 defenders in, just 5 metres away from that line. 2 minutes inside the second half. Featherstone Rovers looking lively. Here's Beckett once again. Much better control on this occasion from Widnes. 10 metres to the try line. Jones moves it right. There's Callum Field. Gets close to Field. Last tackle signalled here. It comes left. Short crash ball for Davis. Davis is held up. Once more, some valiant defence from the Widnes Vikings. And they'll take possession. Just 5 metres from their own line. It's another difficult position this for the Vikings, but the defence has held firm. Cross, we haven't seen too many running chances for him this afternoon. Plays it on the 10. And here's Tyra, coming down this right-hand side. 20 metres in from touch, he'll play it to Smith. Owens kept it moving in the middle to Hatton. Hatton gets a good second effort going.
Release 3, 5 space, Jaden.
Done well there as Jaden Hatton. Now Craven plays it off to his right-hand side. Baker. Looked like he wanted to run one way, then turned and went down the left-hand side. Owens kicking forward. It's a delicate one. Oh, is it staying in the field of play as well? Unfortunate there from Widnes Vikings. It just wouldn't sit up correctly there for Tyra, but there was a real chance there. Lovely play from Owens, threading the kick through. Oh, and you saw it just came off his arm there. Tyra couldn't take it in. If he had, it would certainly have been interesting in the backfield. Rovers won't mind this though. Up by 14 points to 0. Tries in the first half by New Brown and Connor Jones. All goals kicked by Dane Chisholm. And Rovers just working their way outside their own 30-metre line. Chisholm moves it left to Davis. Davis takes the tackle. Grabs the meters too. Up beyond the 40 he goes. And again, nothing spectacular from Featherstone Rovers. Working their way back into this half. Jones. Some sprightly work out of dummy half, buys his side a further 10 metres. Comes out to this left-hand side. Ferris tries to put half a step on. Well controlled by Lyons. Last tackle signalled here, 25 metres away from the line. Kick goes high off Chisholm. Well taken by Owens. Spun right round as well was Owens. Could say that was a 360-degree tour. Oh, juggling in the backfield. Hatton did well just to take that one in the end, but he's put his side under plenty of pressure with that pass. Tyra just outside his own 10.
Stan Luke, 3. Goal 3.
Now they'll work it down the left-hand side.
Okay. 4.
Baker well controlled. Done some great work so far in this set of 6 defensively of Featherstone. And even with that run coming in down the left-hand side from Owens, still not being able to advance too far forward. The kick comes in behind their own 30-metre line. Oh, it's spiralling away that from Spence. Does well to pick it up at the second time of asking. Turns round, there's 3 or 4 defenders there for company. Leading the way there is Tilecki. Gale gets those big tree trunk legs pumping once again. Buys his side further meterage through the middle. Liking the way that they're sharing the work here, Featherstone. They're not getting bored of doing the things that are proven so effective for them, as Davies plays it on the 40-metre line. Dagger runs into the middle. Just seemed to stop and wait for the support, which didn't arrive for him. He'll play it in the centre of the field. Jones to his left, moves it to Chisholm. Chisholm puts the brakes on, comes back down the right. Twisting in and out of defenders. Lovely ball over the top for Moores. Moores plays it out to Hardcastle. Hardcastle rumbling his way forward inside the 10.
5. Move.
Just stopped 5 metres short.
Goal 5.
And here goes Gale, trying to twist and spin his way through. Too many grey and black shirts though. Widnes Vikings have amassed their defence again. And fair play to them.
Take a step, take a step.
Real dangerous situation that they dealt with there. The Vikings still inside their own 20. Tyra plays it. Cook takes the next carry. Has an arm free just momentarily. Plays it inside that 20. Smith operating dummy half so far in this half. Pops it left for Craven. Craven kicks long. That's a good kick. That'll bounce up in favour of Dagger, who looks round. And now he's done well, Dagger. Beats 2 on the chase back. Up to the 30 he goes. Gale passes off the deck. There's Hardcastle. Knew he was going to get hit as soon as he took possession. 7.5 minutes of the second half gone. 14 points to 0 in favour of Featherstone Rovers as we were at half time. And another good run forward from Gale. Plays it so quickly. Jones picks up support. There's New Brown. Flicks the ball out. Well picked up too. Oh, and chances here down the right-hand side, but the pass from Moores only in the end finds the touch judge. I like that though, especially this from Bennett. Playing the ball through hands. You could see exactly what Moores was trying. If it comes off, there's a break down that right-hand side, and there's real problems for Widnes Vikings defence. I think they'll be breathing a sigh of relief after that one with the Vikings. So Smith just organising play to pass to the right-hand side, and there goes Dion Cross. More hard-fought meters for Cross. Almost 9 minutes inside the second half. Owens drops it back. looking for Tyra. Owens gets it back. Rolling forward down the left-hand side.
2. Move, James.
Wild did well to get over halfway.
Go 2.
Plays it to Jaden Hatton. Infield it comes. Owens thinks he spotted something down that side. Feeds it out to Tyra.
Held.
The defence holds firm. And although the offload comes in, he's going to have to play it again. He's Tyra.
3. Go.
Call held came from our match official. Now it's worked to Lyons. Lyons kicks forward. That's a bit interesting. That's more than interesting. Oh, Dagger's done particularly well. He's done superbly. He's on the counter. And all of a sudden, Featherstone Rovers in a far more promising position. That was so dangerous from Widnes Vikings. And there's a penalty which is going the opposite way now to Widnes Vikings. Let's just have another look at this though. Great kick forward. Roby putting all kinds of pressure there on Dagger, but what a pick-up that was from Will Dagger. Looks so classy running that ball forward. Had to be a tackle fullback on fullback, and that's why the penalty was given. He's interrupted the tackler. So Widnes Vikings with the penalty, they'll go forward. Tilecki spins through the first up challenge.
Move, Callum.
Inside the 20 he goes. Smith will line it up to the left. Cook tries to beat the defender. Jones is going nowhere.
2. Move,
Challenge low down by Callum
Wide.
Field. Smith looks up to the left-hand side. He'll bring it right though. Little dummy comes in from Baker, tries to cut through the middle. Oh, he's done fantastically well as Baker. There was nothing on when he got hold of that ball, but he's just managed to pile drive his way through 2 defenders and right over the try line for his 3rd try of the season. What a magnificent solo effort that is from Kenny Baker, and Widnes Vikings well back in this one. Well, just admire this. Cook dragging 3 defenders in. Smith looking like he's going to put it to the left, putting it to the right. Baker, half a step, half a dummy, shimmy, and all the power in the world to get through 2 defenders and right over the line. Widnes Vikings on the board. 11 minutes of the second half gone. And Steve Tyra with the conversion attempt has been successful with 46 of his 53 goals this season. 87% kicking rate for him this year, Steve. So Tyra, meat and drink to a kicker of his quality. Widnes Vikings right back in this one, 14 points to 6, but just admire this from Baker. The little dummy, the shimmy, the power, and straight through defenders. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we certainly have a game on our hands now.
Stay on, lads. Stay on. Time off. Keep working, lads.
Widnes Vikings 6, Featherstone Rovers 14. Hoisted high into the air, taken by Hatton. He fires it into the middle. Oh, it's been knocked on and picked up here by Featherstone Rovers. Cooper goes on the counter-attack. They could have a chance to really make amends for giving that try away. Cooper inside the 10. He'll play it to Jones. Jones brings it right. Good run forward by Harrison. Stop just 2 metres short. 12 minutes of the second half gone. All the questions now being asked of the Widnes Vikings defence as Cooper follows up for another carry forward. Jones goes to Chisholm on this left-hand side. Short ball for Ferris. It looked forward and has been deemed that way. Well, the chance goes a begging there, but we see this from the restart. Hatton. Oh, and then it's dropped from Tilecki. Real chance there from Featherstone Rovers, but they couldn't make the most of it. Widnes Vikings will be breathing a sigh of relief 13 minutes into the second half. Happens so often in games of rugby league though, doesn't it? Points are scored and then that side comes up with the error.
Move, James! Hold!
Widnes have the chance to get away from their own end. Craven off the deck, passes into the middle. Dion Cross goes nowhere. In fact, he's been upended And there's a penalty to Widnes Vikings.
It's landed dangerously. Just a penalty submission. Watch what you're doing. Hey, watch what you're doing. Just a penalty.
Referee just giving a little bit of a warning on the fly there.
Yeah. Stay behind. Stay behind.
Just telling them it was dangerous. And you see this, there was no control. As soon as they lift him up and tip him, you can't do that these days. Meanwhile, it's a good kick to touch from Widnes Vikings. They're up to the halfway line. Cross will tap, turns it in field. Lyons keeps it moving. Tilecki takes all the contact, buys his side a further 5 metres. Smith organises. Cook moves it to the left-hand side. There's Baker again, the try scorer.
Move, Connor!
35 metres away from the line. Vikings coming forward now. What an entertaining start to this second half it's been as Lawton, big and strong through the middle, up to the 20. Smith to the left-hand side. Here comes Cook. Cook, thought he was going to offload. Cooper tackled him. Has there been a second effort there? Referee says play on. Smith turns it to his right-hand side. Owens gets it down the right. Oh, pass out to the right-hand side. Dion Cross goes in, unobstructed. Widnes Vikings, they're definitely back in this one. What a response that is. And Dion Cross goes in for try number 11 of his season. What a pass. Sit back and just admire this attack from Widnes Vikings. Long ball from Owens, and look at that from Lawton. That's the pass that made it. Well, so often he's been on the end of a pass as Lawton to go over for a try for Widnes this season. This time, though, he puts it on a plate for Dion Cross to go over.
Keep working, lads. Keep working.
And it's 14 points to 10 with this kick to come from Steve Tyra. Just a couple of metres in from the touchline. 15 minutes of the second half gone. Whatever Simon Finnegan, the Widnes Vikings boss, said at half-time has definitely worked for his charges.
One minute, Steve. 1 minute, mate.
So Tyra taking his time. Over 750 goals for Halifax. Can he add the extras from here? No, it's just fading and going across the face of the uprights. But just marvel at this pass from Lawton again.
Brett, let's not let discipline slip, all right?
What a great pass that was for Cross, going in at the corner. I like it when players play what's in front of them, and certainly Lawton did just that. Knew that there was space, knew where the ball had to go, and had the skill set to get it there. 14 points to 10. The deficit just down to a single score. .57 minutes of the game gone.
Keep working.
Will Dagger to get us back underway for Featherstone Rovers. Kicks it high, kicks it long. Got a chance to make amends here. There's no way Jaden Hatton's passing that one.
Move,
advances play over the 20-metre line for the Widnes Vikings. Craven off the deck. On to Tilecki, who spins and twists and buys his side a further 10 metres. Smith turns it right. Baker with that dummy and that twist to get up to the 40. And an early kick in the set as well. It's a long one, bounces, bobbles, up in favour there of Dagger on this occasion. He launches the counter-attack.
Move, hold, Ken, hold.
And we've seen the ball down at this end of the field a little bit more over recent minutes, haven't we? So that is really helping the Widnes Vikings cause.
Hold it.
Still, Rovers in front. Another set restart goes in favour of Featherstone Rovers. Great work again from Gareth Gale.
Release one.
He must have made about 50 metres post-contact. Junior Moores rushes his way through the first tackle.
Move, Josh.
Eventually wrestled down just before the 40-metre line inside the Widnes half. Harrison.
Dominant.
Arguably, Featherstone Rovers were at their best when Harrison was on in the first 25 minutes. Chisholm through hands out to Davis. Haven't mentioned him too often this second half so far. Made some really good yards there. Infield it comes to Chisholm. Chisholm fancies it. Oh, he fancies it more. He's stepping, he's twisting. Can he get his way over the line? He's stretching everything to get over.
Release, 5. Back 10, it's tackle 5.
Well, he's got over the try line.
Tackle 5.
Our referee has said that he's been held up over the line. I think our view actually got it. He looked like he grounded it just ever so slightly there. Well disguised by Widnes. Last tackle. Here comes Cooper. It's going to be turnover possession. Almost 60 minutes of the game gone. This is the bit of the game that's really impressed me so far from Featherstone Rovers, where they've turned the ball over. They've controlled the tempo of play.
I've not told you, Will, where? Back. I've not told him. Oh, he's going off, he's going off. Ready? Take a step, Junior. Ready?
And now we can get back underway. But look at that. Widnes Vikings in possession inside their own 10-metre line. Tyra plays it. Hume passes to his right-hand side. Good tackle on cross.
Goal 2.
Hume picked up, popped it out.
Third.
Jaden Hatton works and struggles his way forward to the 30.
Goal 3rd.
Smith keeps it moving. It comes down this right-hand side. Oh, but then it all goes wrong for Widnes Vikings. They had a real opportunity there, but let's say that the skill level didn't quite match the opportunity. You could see exactly what he was thinking. The pass was potentially a little bit high there for Lawton. Came off his shoulder. And as a result, it's going to be a turnover. It's going to be Featherstone Rovers 30 metres from the Widnes try line, right in the middle of the field, with 20 minutes remaining, and Rovers up by 4 points. So Harrison plays it. Jones passes to his right-hand side. There's Callum Field.
1. Move, get square.
It's Ashley McConnell, and now it's into the middle. Here comes Chisholm. Delayed his pass there for Kopjak. Well, it certainly was a flat pass. You heard the match official call it there. 15 metres away from the line. Jones moves it right. Harrison, good strong drive.
Move, Lewis. Line.
Gets within 5 of the line.
Goal 3rd.
Jones continues the movement down that side. Brown back over his shoulder. Gale, surrounded by defenders. Yields to the challenge.
Goal 4.
Jones lines it up to the left-hand side. They'll open it up further. Here's Dagger. Long ball. Out to Spence. Spence just had to apply the brakes. Cross got to him first. Good defence from Widnes. Last tackle signalled. It's with Chisholm. Chisholm, little chip into the middle of the field. Well taken by Owens.
1. Move.
Never really asked enough questions, did that particular kick. The Vikings once more inside their own 10 though.
Stand, James. 2.
Tyra plays it. Hume moved it to his right-hand side.
Third. Move.
Featherstone Rovers still applying the pressure with their defence.
Got the 10.
Good run by Lewis Hume.
Move.
He's the son of Paul Hume, a one-time favourite, of course, of Widnes. Grady's back on the field too.
5.
And he gets over the 40-metre line.
Goal 5.
Now they'll try and apply some pressure.
Outside.
But I tell you what, he's done well there as Smith gave himself plenty of time, plenty of distance to get the kick away. Picked up by Dagger in the middle.
1.
And he advances play towards that 20-metre line again. So Rovers, it's looking a little bit less certain. Is this one?
2.
Up by 4 points with 18 minutes remaining. Hope you're enjoying the coverage this afternoon. It's been a real thriller from the DCBL Stadium as Featherstone Rovers wrestle their way forward in the form of Hardcastle. He gets beyond the 40, plays it. Brown into the middle. Harrison ships it out to Kopjak. Again, that looked like a straight pass.
Hold it. Goal 4.
Fourth tackle. Here's Jones. Jones loses it.
0.
Picked up by Widnes Vikings. They've got a real chance to get forward now. Hume plays it. Smith gets it left. A little bit slow to get further wide though. Gave Wild no real opportunity to attack. Still gets over the halfway line though for the Widnes Vikings. Brady takes a settler. And you could see there, he tried to get the pass away, did Jones. Played down off Grady. And this is why Widnes Vikings in the attack now, but not for very much longer. A bit of a wild pass coming down the right-hand side. Well, I think they went down the right side. You could see what Owens was trying. Couldn't quite get it out on this occasion to Dion Cross. Only finding the touch, judge. Well, they just need to settle themselves down a little bit here, the Widnes Vikings. They've done really well to work themselves back in with an opportunity in this game thanks to the 2 tries that they've scored. But it's Featherstone Rovers back in possession with John Davis.
Move, make the 10. Go 1.
He'll play just inside his own half of the field. Whoa, big collision. Grady moving forward at a rate of knots there to stop McConnell in his tracks. Now Chisholm works it out to Ferris. Once again,
3.
Plenty
Hold it.
of defenders upon him. Infield it's moved. Harrison. Solid drive. Lawton's been dragged out of position. They've spotted it, 2 of Featherstone Rovers. They're bringing it down this side. That was an attempted intercept, and in fact, it needed to come in, did that from Roby. Real intelligent play that from Featherstone Rovers, bringing play down the left-hand side. They'd spotted that Lawton had got interested and had gone into the middle to make a tackle. That created the space, and it's created this further opportunity. Another set of 6 tackles coming up here for Featherstone Rovers. Craig Kopchak just telling his side to settle it down.
1 step, lads, 1 step.
McConnell takes the first drive of this set. 15 minutes to go.
Go 1.
Rovers up by 4, still in possession. Brown feeds it to Harrison. Harrison still going.
2. Move, Josh.
5 metres out from the line, Featherstone Rovers. Jones thinks he spotted something, gets it out to Junior Moores. Moores does well. Little dummy comes in from him, he's still going. Now we'll play it 5 metres out. Bit more direct play coming here. Oh, it's opened up, and New Brown has gone in at the side of the post. Wonderfully worked try again for Featherstone Rovers. The defence had just been interested and had just been drifting out into the other side of the field, and the ball came down this left-hand side, and New Brown was the man to burst through again for his 2nd try of the game. Takes him to 10 of the season.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
And it was that run from Moores which caused all the issue. And then these 2 passes. Harrison laying the ball on for New Brown.
Bet 14, 15 left.
He's done well there. So New Brown scores his 2nd try of this game, giving Dane Chisholm the chance to add another 2 points. The gap is now 8. Chisholm just taking all the time afforded to him.
Bet 14, 15 minutes, something like that.
It's another one that's in and around those posts for Chisholm. It's been a good day for him to improve his goal kicking percentage anyway for Dane Chisholm. They've all been around that area. So this for goal number 4, and to give Rovers a 10-point advantage. In he sweeps right-footed, hits it sweetly, the flags are raised, and it is 20 points to 10. Harrison proving the linkman again though. Been really impressed with James Harrison.
Keep working, mate.
2 try assists for him in this game. New Brown with 2 finishes.
You're going right, Danny. Cheers, mate. Stay on, fellas.
Now up to 10 tries for the season, New Brown.
Sorry, mate, I don't get in your way.
And we're back on halfway. Craven gets us back underway. It'll bounce. Just the once. Davis takes it. Runs for the middle. Makes a few metres forward as well. He's still behind that 20-metre line though. Gale. In off his wing. Done so much unheralded work this afternoon as Gareth Gale. Might have 19 tries to his name, but it's been a lot of the other stuff that we've been talking about this afternoon. And this man, Hardcastle, still going. He carried Shane Grady a couple of metres there on his back. Now Harrison, out to Chisholm. Back to Brett Ferris. Good response this from Featherstone Rovers. They're just over 30 metres away from the line. Out to the right. There's Harrison, plays it off. Tell you what, there's a real connection between those two players. I know there's an error there, and I know that a coach will be really disappointed at that play. But that was entertaining stuff. New Brown almost cutting his way through the middle and just losing ball on possession. And on the hit that came his way from Craven.
Take a step. Take a step, Junior.
12 minutes of the game remaining. Jaden Hatton makes 5 or 6 metres forward there for Widnes Vikings. Now Tyra.
2. Move away.
He's been heavily watched this afternoon as Steve Tyra.
Third. Move.
Cross also held in the middle. Widnes trying to just move this Featherstone Rovers defence about a little.
Held. Release 4.
Wild to play it towards that 30-metre line. Inside the Featherstone half of the field. It's brought down this right-hand side. Kick comes in from Lyon again. Lawton dabs it forward. It's dropped on, thankfully enough, though, by Dagger.
Go 1. You're not square. 6 again. Not square.
Another set restart coming in here for Featherstone Rovers. Widnes have been guilty of giving away a few of these in the game.
Go 1.
Gale. Look at that. He's wrestling 2 players and just forcing them back.
Held. Release 2.
Still going.
Go 2.
Dagger to his left-hand side. Chisholm follows up.
Third.
Oh, the ball goes loose. It's picked up by Lawton. Stolen in the eyes of our match official. So penalty will go the way of Featherstone Rovers. There you see that little kick coming in. Oh, it ended up coming off the boot of Davis in the end rather than Lawton. And Dagger was the man at the ready at the back, as he has been throughout. Every time it's looked a little bit ropey for Featherstone Rovers, he's been the man to launch himself and make sure that it didn't happen. Tell you what, there was only one man in there. I'm not convinced that was a penalty, but we play on into the last 10 minutes, and Featherstone Rovers certainly won't be complaining about this. Looking for win number 12 of the season.
Okay.
And this is just what Featherstone Rovers would have wanted ahead of a cup final. 9 minutes to go. Rovers play it in the middle of the field. Here comes Craig Kotjak. Nice little late footwork from him to buy an extra couple of metres. To the left it comes. New Brown looks for support. Ferris provides it. Look at him dragging 4 defenders in there. He's about 15 out from the try line. Jones moves it to his right. Brown. Back to Harrison. Harrison stopped on the 10. Again, it's all around the middle for Featherstone. Brown throws a dummy. Has to take the tackle. Owens followed up to stop him. Last tackle signalled here. Delicate little kick came in. Steve Tyra takes it. He's caught behind his own line. He's going nowhere. Good work from Junior Moores there. The big arms came out and just grabbed him. It was a good chase actually from Junior Moores. Clamped Steve Tyra. There was no way he was escaping the in-goal area.
Time off.
Rovers just again showing themselves to be very competent when they get to this end of the field. It's a short kick restart. Well taken by Davis. He again runs for the middle, curves his way forward, eventually makes 4 or 5 metres to his stats tally. Plays it to Jones, now Kopjak. Kopjak inside the 20, gets the offload back for Jones. Jones brings it back to the left. Here's McConnell. McConnell turns it out to Field. Field 5 metres from the line. Overwhelmed in the end by Widnes Vikings defenders. To the right it comes. Little step. Oh, I tell you what, he's deserved that. That's fantastic from New Brown. Lovely footwork close to the line. Such strength, such poise. And Famunu Brown in for his hat-trick score. He's certainly added to his highlights reel this afternoon.
Keep staying focused, lads.
And again, I thought this was really clever play from Featherstone Rovers, keeping it around the middle.
Brett, discipline.
Some intelligent offloads coming in. Switching the point of attack. Field eventually taking the tackle.
No ball, mate.
But you can just see a little bit of space out to this right-hand side. New Brown, though, stepped quick as a flash and over that line for his third effort of the afternoon. Stretches the Featherstone Rovers account out to 24 points to 10. Kick to come from Dane Chisholm.
Okay, time back on. Top rounding down. Keep focusing, lads. We've got 5 or 6 minutes left. Keep focusing. Time it.
So Chisholm lining up this latest effort on goal. That scoreboard all looking a little bit more handsome now for Rovers. They've been in one heck of a battle this second half with Widnes Vikings. But crucially, have come up with 2 knockout blows. And a hat-trick from Samoan international New Brown.
Time off.
This man's been good as well. Chisholm. Have a jinxed him. In he steps. Strikes well. The flags are raised. The commentator's curse has not struck. And Featherstone Rovers lead by 26 points to 10. Let's just have another look at this. You can see there's just a little bit of overcompensation from Grady in that defensive line. The step came in, it was quick as a flash from New Brown. He's been fully deserving of his hat-trick score this afternoon and has been in and amongst the best bits that Featherstone Rovers have produced. So Craven knows that time is of the essence.
Back off Featherstone. Play and it's gone back.
Dagger has it. It's gone back in favour of Featherstone Rovers.
Goal 1.
And here's Gareth Gale pushing forward.
2.
5 minutes to go. There's been quite a few players that have impressed me this afternoon from a Featherstone Rovers point of view, from a Widnes point of view. That man in the screens there doing the tackling, Shane Grady, has been there or thereabouts.
Home out. Goal third.
Dion Cross has done some important carries as well. This fella's been good for Featherstone Rovers, John Davis. But it's hard to look beyond the hat-trick man, New Brown, as man of the match, even though it all breaks down in the attack there for Featherstone Rovers. So your Our League man of the match this afternoon goes to Featherstone Rovers, number 9, New Brown. Hat-trick man, and has been in and amongst the best bits of play. That, however, won't go down as some of the best bits of play, but it gives Widnes Vikings the chance to march their way downfield again.
Hold. Goal 2.
And Grady, never want to miss an opportunity at carrying the battle forward. Hume looks left and right, pops it right for Smith. He gets rid of it quickly. Oh, good movement out to Lawton. But the defence is good as well. Those two have enjoyed a ding-dong battle all the way through this 80 minutes of Ferris and Lawton. Owens gets rid of it at the last minute. Tackling comes in from Junior Moores and Famunu Brown.
Still 5.
Still we play on here as Hill gets it out the back to Craven. Craven launches the ball high. Dagger picks it up at the back. He'll launch the counter-attack for Featherstone Rovers. 3 minutes to go.
Goal 1. Roll with it.
There's Hardcastle.
2. Move, Lewis.
Did well there to get just beyond the 20-metre line. Still some fierce tackles going in, you know.
Third.
Ferris disappears underneath the collision. Quick play the ball from him. Davis follows up. Excellent work from Davis. He's still going. That's still going, Davis.
4. Move. Home out. Goal 4.
Put down near the halfway line. Long ball into the middle. Chisholm. Drifts across right, picks up his half-back partner Brown. Now Moores flicks it out perfectly to Hardcastle. Hardcastle's got Gale alongside him. He goes out to Gale, and Gale will make it 20 tries for the season. Superb bit of play down that right-hand side from Featherstone Rovers. Wonderful, wonderful example of some of the free-flowing rugby league that they've been playing. And Gareth Gale comes up with another try to add to his impressive tally this season. Just look at this ball movement. Chisholm out to Brown. Brown quickly across to Junior Moores. Flicked the ball out the back of the hand. Hardcastle running strongly as he has done all day. Slowed until he reached Hill and laid the try on a plate for Gareth Gale. Well, that makes this look like a comprehensive victory for Featherstone Rovers. I wouldn't describe it exactly as that, but they have had the better of the chances and have taken more of them. 30 points to 10 with this kick to come.
Thanks, Ellis. Cheers, mate. Keep working, fellas. Focus now. Let's not let it drop. It's 1 minute, thanks, mate. 1 minute, Dan. How long have we got left, Pat?
So Chisholm, again, taking his time.
Time off.
This for goal number 5 of his afternoon. The flags are raised, and it's 34 points to 10. Just sit back and enjoy this one again. Excellent link-up play.
Cheers, mate.
And this pass from Junior Moores. Wow. Box office stuff there from Junior Moores. Hardcastle running strongly, and Gale finishing it all off like he has been on hand to so often this season.
Keep working, Danny, last minute. Stay on, lads. Stay on.
34 points to 10 in favour of Featherstone Rovers.
Time back on.
Craven kicks this restart long. Well taken by Chisholm. Turns it back on the inside. Callum Field takes the hit on the 10-metre line.
Go 1.
Into time added on at the end of this game.
2. Move.
Gale rolls it forward to the 20-metre line.
2.
Hardcastle with another strong carry.
Third.
Just clearing the 30. Quick play the ball as well.
4.
Good work as well, coming out of that area.
Go 4. 5. Move. Go 5.
Chisholm just completes this set with a kick over the top, taken in by young fullback Danny Hill. Does well there, Hill.
Move,
in for the 4th game of his career this afternoon.
Go 1.
Lofted ball over the top, finds Dion Cross.
0.
And we got a bit excited. It is 32 points to 10. And that is all that we've got time for here. 32 points to 10. A commanding victory in the end from Featherstone Rovers. But that score doesn't tell the entire tale of this game. Widnes Vikings well in this game. Just after half-time when they scored 2 quick-fire tries. And Featherstone held just a 14 points to 10 advantage. But it ended up with Featherstone Rovers going down the other end of the field, making the most of the field position to come up with a couple of tries through New Brown, and Gale also scoring a try as well. So that is your final roundups. Widnes Vikings scoring the tries through Baker and Cross. Just the 1 goal from Steve Tyra this afternoon. And for Featherstone Rovers, hat-trick man New Brown with 3. Jones and Gale with the other scores. Chisholm successful with 6 out of 6. And let's take you through the tries that were scored in this game. I do love that run from John Davis. Really set the position for the first try. Look out for someone with a little bit of a misread, but what hands that was from Harrison. On to New Brown for his first. Conversion was good to make it 6 points to 0. Then Chisholm kicked this penalty to make it 8 points to 0. That was around about the half-hour mark. Then a couple of minutes later, Cooper caused all the bother. Cook was just a little bit slow off his line, and Jones did the rest out of dummy half. That was converted for 14 points to nil at half time. And then we saw the Widnes comeback. So Cook making amends with a similar destructive run, causing a bit of indecision in the Featherstone defence. Look out for the pass coming up here from Lawton. Well, come on, look out for this step coming in, I should say, from Baker. It was the dummy and the surge forward from Baker to get over the try line. And then look out for this pass from Lawton. Beautiful stuff. Out to Dion Cross at the corner. Well back in with a chance in this one at that stage. 14 points to 10 it was. Featherstone then settled the ship a little. You saw all this. Junior Moore's causing absolute havoc with that particular carry. Lovely sleight of hand from James Harrison again. New Brown making the most of it to twist and spin his way over the line. That was his second try. And then Kopjak finds the offload. Jones lively to it all again. McConnell trying to change the point of attack. Field eventually taking the challenge. But just have a look at the defender overreading the situation here. And that step as well from New Brown. Took him beyond Grady and over the try line. Super work from New Brown. And then sit back and marvel at this final try from Gareth Gale. Brilliant from Junior Moores. Hardcastle, strong running. Hill couldn't do anything else to stop that. And Gareth Gale on hand to pick up his 20th try of the season. And so we're going to hear from our player of the match now. Martin Knight has him on the touchline.
Yep. New man of the match performance. Well done, congratulations. 14-0 up at half time, but you seem to be really pushing the game. You seem to be fully in control. So then the second half started and they got back into it. What happened there, do you think?
Oh mate, it's happened the last couple of weeks. You know, we get a good head start, and then the second half we sort of die down in the first 10 minutes. And you know, credit to Widnes, they come out tough. I remember last time we were playing them, it was quite tough, and so wherever our coaches had to make sure that, you know, we had to come out strong again in the second half.
And how tough was that in the middle of the field? It looked as if it was quite a hard game you were taking part in there.
It was good, mate. You know, it was quite tough. You know, a few of the young boys stepped up in the middle. Jimmy Bucket, Lewis McConnell, even Jake Sweets. Some of these boys have, you know, trained with us the whole year, and they haven't got a shot. And you know, today they took it out, you know, both hands of the opportunity. So credit to them.
In the last 20 there, you managed to really put the wing together, really came in with the tries to the end there. So that must be really good. Looking forward to next weekend, a trip down to Wembley.
Mate, definitely exciting times for us. We've definitely trained hard for it, but we just knew if we just stick to what we do best, and that's powering through the middle, we knew that, you know, on the back of it, we'd score some points.
Fantastic, well played today. Thanks very much. I'll bring in your coach now.
Thank you, mate.
James? You must be very pleased with that. 14-0 at half time, but then a little bit lapse for the Widnes to get right back into it. How do you look at that?
I expected it. You know, Widnes are a good side, playing well, full of good players. They did it to us when we played at our place in the cup game. With what we had available today and the changes we had to make this morning, you know, we didn't do much training this week at all, so that was fantastic to come in and get a win. You know, it was always going to be a tough game.
So a pleasing result for you, looking forward. But 12 games now, 12 down, 12 to win. You're almost halfway through. You must be very pleased at this particular point. Is it now move on to this to Wembley? Is that a nice game to have coming up? Bearing in mind it's suddenly not a championship game, something else to focus on for the whole club to be up for, the whole town? Yeah, it's our 100th year anniversary. To go to Wembley again, first time since 1983. You know, we're going to soak it up and enjoy the week. Yeah, it's not every day you get to go to Wembley, and some of our players have been there, some haven't, and realistically, you know, some of us will never get a chance to go again. So it's going to be fantastic to soak up the atmosphere, and the whole town's really behind the club at the moment. So as I say, 12 down, almost halfway. How are you looking? Is it too much to hope for where you end up at the end of the season at the moment, or is it, with the, as you say, injuries and stuff you've got, does it just look a long road ahead?
It's a good road. You know, we've enjoyed our year. we understand we've got some extremely good teams still to play. Yeah, it's going to be a tough competition. Everybody knows that.
Well, congratulations for today. Well done on a well hard-fought game, and look forward to next week. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
He's not about, actually.
So James Webster there, he's got to be impressed with that particular performance. Thought they showed lots of tenacity there, Featherstone Rovers, particularly after being put under a lot of pressure in the early stages of that second half. So it's now 12 games unbeaten for Featherstone Rovers. Who's going to stop them? Well, I tell you what, they've got a big week to look forward to, haven't they, when they take on the York City Knights in the 1895 Cup Final. I hope you've really enjoyed this coverage this afternoon via our league. I've really enjoyed bringing it to you. I look forward to seeing you again sometime very soon. But it's safe in the knowledge here at the DCBL Stadium that Featherstone Rovers have continued their winning streak. They've won this afternoon by 32 points to 10 against Widnes Vikings.